אוקיי, אז מה המצב? אז היום אני עושה לייב של ישראל מול גרמניה.
Through as much on a point like Point C on Hollywood, you need to have that coordination.
Our crowd is great, by the way. They are lovely. But what isn't lovely, Toa, is the ult economy of Israel right there. Eco has another Dragon Blade up, but Awkward walks up, pops the Transcendence, and there's not any damage or any kind of attack that follows up on that. It's very easy for Germany to back off, except for Icefeld, who maintains his position just so the card can't move forward. But the planning around ultimates from Israel is falling apart.
Yeah.
כרגע ישראל צריכה להוביל את
taken all 3 points here.
ומי שלא כל כך מבין
Dragonblade, he's got the Sunbury ready. Yeah, that's right, he had the own Sunbury for Germany as well. No kills at all from that ultimate for Genji. They look moving though. Alright, Germany back on it again. Skipjack had that primal rage for the moment, but he's been pushed back now. And Israel, they're getting that payload really close. Suddenly, Germany, dire straits here. They were separated enough. Enough for the picks came through. But they do hold in the end. Whoa, Craig's getting through with the attack visor. Alright, well that may cause problems.
It does, but they at least are going to have another attack, Toa, and they got it nearly there already. Problem is, Fameless is going to be sitting there with the Transcendence as long as he can hold on to the point, make sure that the rest of his allies are covered by that healing. He should be in good shape. Shanpi may have to have a hell of a self-destruct in order to push through on this attack.
That's the plan. Germany just needs to hold for a little bit longer. This will be the last push from Israel and Hollywood. They're going to send in the self-destruct. No kills from that. Transcendence for both teams as well. Oh, and Sean P goes down. He couldn't get back in the mech, and that is devastating for Israel.
Huge pickup before he gets remech there. That really limits your options in terms of stalling out, and this is Germany's fight to lose.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Cafe gets a kill into Skipjack, so Israel does strike back a little bit here. We're into overtime. Germany has the biggest advantage, and now an even bigger advantage after that double kill from the pulse bomb. Sound barrier comes up, but it's gonna need a miracle for Israel to finish this one off.
Yeah, the boot from Internet Hulk didn't stop that pulse bomb from nailing 2 members of the Israeli team. Eco with a desperation blade, going to be stunned by a sound barrier. Hulk's sound barriers on point at the end of the map. He shut down so many ults with the well-timed sound barrier. They got the read onto Eco, and they were just saving it for the Dragon Blade, and they pull through.
Well, that was definitely one of our closest maps yet of the day. I mean, Israel came very close to winning that one. It was only through, I would say, fairly minor mistakes that Germany was able to hold. Yeah, and some crucial plays by Germany, too. Internet Hulk killing D.Va at the very end was pretty clutch.
It was very clutch indeed, but Internet Hulk pretty consistently a good performer, and he's been, of course, out of the mix in terms of being a player since he left the Envy roster and moved to coaching over at Team Liquid, but he still has that game sense, and that's what you need. When are you going to ult there, and are you keeping track of the cooldowns of the enemy team? And the answer for Hulk there was yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's one map down. Germany with the edge. It will be the map choice of Israel next as we go into our control map. We're in our final match of day 1, the Overwatch World Cup in Santa Monica. It's going to be back in the U.S., Monte Cristo. We've been traveling the world for the last 4 weeks. We're back.
We have successfully circumnavigated the globe.
We have, literally circumnavigated the globe.
I like to think of myself as a modern-day Magellan, except I lived.
That's true. That makes you the better Magellan.
I'm pretty sure that's what that means.
I'd like to think of myself as a modern-day Superman, in that movie where he flew around the Earth. Although I didn't turn back time.
Wow. What do I even say to that, though? That's incredibly lame. If you're going to be a modern-day Superman, at least you can be successful at being a modern-day Superman. And isn't Superman still in the modern day, technically?
I mean, he's kind of whenever you want to put it, really. Although I haven't seen any, prehistoric Superman. And it's probably out there, probably exists.
I'm pretty sure it exists.
I don't know, punching T-Rexes and stuff. Yeah. That's what I meant. I flew back in time, punched a T-Rex, and I'm back in the U.S. Hey, guys, let's watch some Overwatch. There you go.
How much did you alter the timeline, though, by punching that T-Rex?
Not much. I don't know. We're going to find out. Hey, I'm just saying there's a reason why we're digging up all those bones.
Hey, I'm just saying there's a reason why we don't have hover cars now, and that's because you punched the T-Rex.
I set technology back millions of years. Sorry about that, Planet Earth. We could, it'd be like the Mario Brothers film where it's like hyper-intelligent descendants of dinosaurs.
I haven't seen that movie in so long, I don't even know.
missing out.
I'm not.
It's a good one to revisit, Monte Cristo.
I think I deleted that from my memory on purpose.
Well, feel bad for your memory. Here we are in Lijiang Tower, guys. Map number 2 between Germany and Israel. Israel trying to tie things up. This is their map choice for control. And we're going to start things out on Garden.
We are, and Israel, looks like Eco might be playing the Tracer in this time, and Cafe moves to the Soldier, so mixing up the Tracer role. And for Germany, Frank's still going to be on the Soldier. Seeing a little bit of flexibility from him, Internet Hulk on the Widowmaker, but he will not be staying on that.
That's looking like one of my solo queue teams right there. It's like no supports. Yeah, that's about par for the course.
Hey, Vainless is trying to play the Zenyatta.
I'm just going to stick to Lucio Ball, where I'm diamond and people appreciate my skill.
And everybody's forced to play support.
That's right. There we go. I found a land to thrive in. Germany getting ready. Hulk back on the Lucio. No shock there as the door is open. And our control map begins. Dive for both teams. Going with the Soldier on both sides, though.
Yep, so we are going to see a poke battle here at the start. Wow, that's a early dive, actually.
Skipjack getting in there, man.
He's getting in there, and he's actually staying alive as well. Yeah. Sean P now getting focused. Looks like he's about to beat D-Mac, but they can't quite finish it off. Awkward, stuck on the bridge right now. Eco trying to go around the side. Deadly Bitch will find Cranks in the back line, but still 4 kills over for Germany as Nesh wins the Tracer duel.
Oh, Pulse Bomb thrown out by Nesh. He went down, didn't get any kills with it though, and Israel responding with a bunch of kills for Cafe, and they're actually going to win this early fight in the long run, and probably, let's see if they can get the point rolling first.
Well, the DPS going down for Germany early really hurt them, and Israel at least has the damage to finish out the remainder of those kills. And that's going to be Israel taking the point right now, and we'll see if they can protect it over the bridge and which way Germany's going to approach. Cranks trying to build up a little bit more of his ult meter.
Germany coming across the bridge again, diving in. And it's getting very low. Cranks actually got moved there at the end by Sean P.
That was a good play by Sean P. Germany was trying to coordinate a flank with Nesh coming around the opposite side of the point. Did get some movement on the control meter, but he's not going to cap it. And again, Cranks goes down early, and that means that Israel continues to hold onto the point.
Yeah, up to nearly 40 control % right now. Germany's got some time to build up some ultimates and save for a bigger push, but you're certainly starting to get a little bit stressed out now, and Israel sitting pretty with a good amount of ults to use, and more coming up soon.
They keep coming out now. Self-destruct over the bridge. They are going to not quite get around the corner. Vainless caught out by the self-destruct.
Yeah, poor Zenyatta couldn't get away in time. A kill on the other side as Sean P is knocked out of his mech at least. Skipjack diving in. Nice punch to finish off Cafe. Kills from both sides, but Israel kind of pulling ahead again. Skipjack alive for the moment with this Primal Rage, but the rest of his team is gone, so
he's going to have to jump off, and
yeah,
no value really gained from that. He's not going to have it to actually delay the point as we hit close to 99% right now, maybe give a glimmer of an opportunity for a German comeback here.
I feel like we're seeing a bit of carelessness on the German side. I mean, it seems like they're fighting these fights with this assumption that they're going to win with the kind of over-aggressive moves they're making, and they're paying for it. Cafe with the tac visor now. Cranks pops his as well. Both teams at a bit of a stalemate damage-wise from these soldiers. Israel, meanwhile, though, nearly at 99%. They're going to use the Transcendence as Germany comes in.
Respond with a trance of their own, but Skipjack has to be very careful about how he reacts. This Cafe nearly bounced off, but manages to make it back onto the point. So a lot of damage, and there's no Primal Rage in order to protect him. Turns around, tries to zone out. Vainless is finished off instead by Icefeld.
Yeah, Internet Hulk still alive for the moment, just trying to keep Germany in it. Finally gets taken down. We're into OT. And Israel looks like they're going to hold this one. Pulse Bomb not getting the kill, but Vainless falls regardless. And Israel wins guarded 100-0.
Yeah, very confidently on the control map. So puts themselves 1 point away from taking control and evening up this series.
Yeah, these are best of threes on control here at the World Cup, so one more round win would do it for Israel. They tie up the series.
I'm much more confident in their ult economy on the control that time, so good to see.
And it was really, I mean, Germany, especially towards the end, you saw this kind of frantic play style where it felt like if you watched Germany, everybody was really trying to make their own individual best play, and there wasn't a lot of communication about like how to go in.
It's exactly the same problem Israel had on the first maps.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think at the end of the day, we can say, hey, these teams look pretty even.
And neither of them's looking great, to be honest.
Yeah, but, you know.
Lots to tighten up still. We've got only in our second map at halftime an opportunity for committees and coaches to make adjustments.
Yep, get Arachne in there and he can look sternly at them.
מי שלא יודע, אז ישראל הם הכחולים וגרמניה הם האדומים.
It might work. All right, here we go.
Cranks on the Reaper. Seen this already today, so another low-range composition. Skipjack wants to be using the Reinhardt, a hero that he is definitely known for.
Oh yeah. Got that Reaper too, so a very different look from Germany here on the control center.
Has to be super careful about that too. Dragon getting it, he tries to bump out Cranks and just separate the healer from the rest of the Reaper from the rest of the team rather.
Vainless got a little bit separated too, so trying to take advantage of that now. Dragon actually with some really nice positioning on that Lucio. Germany though, losing a few people, looks like Israel's pulling ahead in the end. And Cafe, I mean, nobody's been able to touch this guy this map so far. He's just been kind of free-firing into whoever he wants to.
Cranks takes out Sean P in the mini diva form, but that's just not enough. And Israel again taking the point. Cafe pushing pretty far forward. Not going to have an opportunity to pulse bomb on the approach by Germany now. As Vainless takes him out, he will be delayed in his respawn.
Well, the nice thing is that even though he did die, Germany is playing a comp that takes a while to get back to the point, so you can see they're only there now. And Cafe's going to be back pretty soon. Huge there, so you go with the Dragon Blade. Transcendence used for both teams here. Nico looking for a few more kills. They got the sound barrier from Internet Hall as well, so no kills for that Genji. Here comes the Death Blossom though. Cranks gets one onto Fragon.
And Nesh nearly dying, but it just wasn't there. He was so close to getting that kill with the Dragon Blade onto the Zarya, but now they are going to finish off the fight regardless as Cafe just plays that Janitor, cleans up everybody on the side of Germany. And it did look grim, at least at first, but Israel maintains their control.
A lot of people talk about the strength that Reaper has as a cleanup hero, but Tracer is the ultimate janitor. I mean, if you don't put pressure on this hero constantly, it is just going to be doing tons and tons of damage to you in the back lines.
Yeah, finally Germany making an adjustment. Ice felt on the Tracer, Cranks back on the Genji, which he has seen success with on Hollywood. There's going to be a pulse bomb right over the top.
Oh, it was in front of the shield, I think, in the end. He got a little bit too far forward there, so it didn't stick Reinhardt specifically. Nico coming back, getting a kill now, and Germany a little bit scattered after that flawed pulse bomb.
Yeah, they are, and Nesh still, even though he has that Graviton Surge and he was nano boosted, gets the kill, but he can't really contribute to the fight. Lowered and pushed out of the point entirely. 85% now for Israel. They have a Transcendence there, Germany waiting. They need this Graviton to be huge for them. The crowd control combo is there with the Earth Shatter.
Wow, if Germany loses this map 200% to 0, that will be pretty shocking. Trying to come in again, they've got the Reinhardt in the front. Uses the Earth Shatter, but not a lot of follow-up, it seems like. Well,
the Genji.
Awkward did go down, and there goes Fragan. Both supports have eliminated. Team Germany definitely with the big lead this one, and they might be able to flip it. Looks like they probably will. Yeah, okay, so Germany will finally get some control percent building, but it took a lot to get there.
And it was a pretty high price, too, Noah. I mean, using both the Graviton, you have to make sure that you get those pickups, and the Earth Shatter at the same time. Internet Hulk is going to come on a sound barrier right now. Cranks doing some work to slashing through with the Genji to grab the kills, especially on the team-backing Diva.
Yep.
And Hulk now sitting here waiting in the very back line. Will sound barrier immediately.
Yeah, they do. That Israel's coming in, so now you gotta survive it. Nice sleep dart, actually. Onto Fragon, gets very low. Sean P nearly defect as well. We can see from the health bars up at the top. Awkward falls. Cranks really making that Dragon Blade work. And now Germany has bought themselves a bit more time, a lot more time, as Israel forced to regroup once again.
Deadly Mitch used his Primal Rage at the end of that, despite all of his teammates effectively being dead. That's something that could have been useful on the next push, considering the investment Germany had to make. However, Nesh is sitting here very high charge, quickly working his way up to that next Graviton. And you can see Germany, this is how we usually see the Reinhardt, the Zarya played on this map, up, forward, towards the choke, catch them with the crowd control as you come through the door.
That's how the comp gets scary, right? You take the point and then you try to avoid them even getting back there. They weren't able to do that. Israel back on the point right now. Deadly Mitch with the kill on the Skipjack already. Crank's firing away, but Israel's got a nice edge. Eco with the Dragon Blade now, and Nesh fully charged, but can't stay alive. Awkward with a triple kill, flagging out on the Zenyatta. Yeah, that's the bloodthirsty sport I like to see. Israel nearly has it too. They were able to flip it back, and despite that optimistic first shatter, Israel will take the 2-0 on Lijiang Tower.
So 1-1 now in this series as we head into halftime. Israel getting it together. Germany trying to run a less orthodox composition on control center, but it just doesn't pan out for them. They had to make some switches late. And even though they got some control on the point back, the investment just not paying off.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of comp that really needs to win that first fight and then control the spawn. And if you lose that, it's really, really tough to take it and then hold it for that long.
Yeah, I think also, you know, if you do lose that, maybe you have to switch immediately, make some faster adjustments.
Yep. Well, let's throw it over the desk to see what they've got to say about those first couple maps.
Thank you so much, guys. And wow, I mean, I said it was going to be a great match. I'm glad I'm right. I'm kind of sort of right.
It's not for Overwatch anymore.
Yeah, it's not for Overwatch.
Thank goodness.
It's done. It's over. You know, no more. So if you're just joining us here, Israel and Germany currently tied in this series 1-1. Germany came out of the gate swinging, and they looked very, very good in Hollywood, despite a good defense to start things off for Israel. Wasn't going to be the case. And now in Lijiang, it was all Israel all the time. Reinforce. Want to bring you in here and get your thoughts because there were some plays that you did want to talk about in specific.
Yeah, we're going to break it down, but not with Lucio. Okay, so we can jump right into it. We're going to break down Germany's play style here a bit. They're a bit reminiscent of Russia, Sweden, and Poland. So we're going to see here, okay, so Eco is the guy whose perspective we're watching, right? But we want to take a look at Germany here. So Skifjack placing the Winston bubble, playing a bit passive, but if we roll this and play the clip, you can see that Cranks is going in alone, and he's going to end up dying. So Germany's struggling a bit with the engages here, and that's what I want to make that's basically my point with this replay. But for the next one, we're going to see them where Germany really shines, what's their strength, and it's pretty comparable to Russia. So we're going to see them fighting on the payload here, and this is where Cranks has so much room to shine. He doesn't have to jump forward himself with a dash and jump for targets. He has all the time in the world, so much room to work with. And as we play the clip, we're just going to see him capitalize on that, pick his targets smoothly, dashing in, getting the kills, and winning the fight. Playing a bit more passive, that's where Germany's strength lies.
Very impressive stuff, and Cranks has had one hell of a run thus far, and even some of these other clips too. I do also want to take note of this frag.
אוי לא, רגע, סליחה, טעות שלי.
חשבון בנק שמדבר כמוך והכי לא נראה כמו בנק.
פפר, אל תקרא לי בנק.
מה זה הדבר הזה? הנה.
Sorry.
I mean,
you do
I'd like
realize
to
how
see you
retired
play
of
for
us
Team
are.
USA.
You
Team
know,
USA next year, Golden Boy?
I highly doubt it. Then again, I think Sturg will put me on there as like a troll pick. So, or maybe I'll be like the water boy. I'll take that one. But you know what? What I will take is another T-Mobile Unlimited Gaming Break. Oh boy. Oh man. Nailed it. And we're actually on the sidelines there with the one and only Malik, who has look at that handsome, dapper gentleman. Malik, take it away.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy, for all the compliments. I'm here with Jake from Team USA. Jake, you know, it's very intriguing to me that this is your first ever live event. You're here representing your country. How's this experience been for you?
You know, it's been amazing. I think Blizzard has done an exceptional job with the players. I've talked to a lot of people with a bit more LAN experience, and they highlight how well Blizzard does compared to other LAN organizers. You know, it's just everything from the accommodations to, you know, the LAN itself has been just going absolutely perfectly. No complaints about the organization, so it's just been a pleasure for my first event.
All right, they are top-notch indeed. All right, so actually, you were saying yesterday during our little talk that we had back in the talent room that a lot of people were questioning Team USA and the skill that the team has. Do you feel like you guys, you know, basically made your mark coming out this first day and dominating with that 4-0 victory?
I mean, it's certainly a start, but, you know, there's a long road to BlizzCon, and we're not taking anything for granted. So ultimately, it's going to be up to our ability to defeat Brazil tomorrow and then Chinese Taipei after that.
All right, man. Well, you know what? I wish you the best of luck. You know I'm going to be watching everything Team USA does. You guys are making the crowd proud, so good on you for that. And this has been another T-Mobile Unlimited Gaming break. Back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Malik. Always good. And the crowd going nuts as well. You guys have been pretty dope this whole time. Although you get some free stuff too, so let's not act like you're always cheering for us. You know? Oh, except that guy. That guy too, and that guy, and that girl, and the flag, the U.S. flag over there. You gotta love it. Everyone here has been awesome. You know, I'm just saying, you have some competition because Sydney was pretty hype. You know, so you gotta bring the energy. You gotta bring the hype. You guys gonna bring the hype? There you go. It's easy, you know. You just gotta nudge him in the right direction. All right, guys. Well, here we are. Israel and Germany tied 1-1, and we're gonna have to start with players to watch here. Rachel, I'm gonna kick it over to you. Who was your player to watch?
Oh, this is an easy choice for Israel. It's got to be the #1 world rank at one-time player, Caffey. He is phenomenal. He's got a deep hero pool. We've seen some of them here today, but if you go back and you watch his VODs when he was top of the world, he plays everything. And we saw a little bit of that when he switched over to 76. It changed the game on Lijiang Tower. He is a force to be reckoned with here.
Yeah, it's incredible how he can be such a fantastic player and so unbelievably carefree. His name should be Carefree, not Caffey.
Caffey.
You know, just saying, oh,
Let's get all the E's.
With all the E's.
6 E's.
He was very clear. He was very clear that we had to have 6 E's in his name. So Caffey. Oh, dear God.
Well, he certainly isn't carefree. This team really cares about this game, and they've shown they did a boot camp where you can all watch the VODs on Twitch. They lived there. They worked so hard to bring a good showing to this Overwatch World Cup, and I'm really proud to see them do well against Germany.
And well, we're going to continue to see this match as it continues on, how Caffey can perform, but Zoe, I want to get your reactions now because Germany falling in that game, they certainly have a lot of pressure on them. What's your player to pick in this situation?
I think I would go with Kranks. Kranks has shown a lot of versatility and also deeper hero pool. I was really impressed with him playing fairly calm and not really overextending too much considering that this is his first LAN experience. I feel like he's keeping his cool pretty well. We saw him on Genji, on Soldier, on Reaper, and whenever his team actually did play passive and give him the room to slice and dice through his enemies, he actually did the work.
It's honestly just been a joy to see him play and a pleasant surprise as well because, you know, I don't want to knock on anyone, right? We're not too familiar with him, or at least this is his first opportunity on the stage such as this, and to be able to show up the way that he has been very impressive. But guys, we're getting ready for the next matchup, and I can't wait. It's going to be great. I don't know what it's going to be, but we all know it's going to be a fantastic next 2 games. Monty, Doa, want to get your thoughts here because this matchup's heating up.
Thank you, Golden Boy. In fact, we think a lot of things all the time.
Too many things, really.
Too many for the average human to comprehend. But
we try and get some of that on the broadcast, though.
That's right. Yeah, a little bit anyway. Yeah. Well, Germany versus Israel, guy. We're all tied up. No for Overwatch anymore. But you know that was a very positive, sort of a happy, carefree, I guess you could say, desk, but I think it's time we bring some realism to how these teams have been performing, man. I mean, it hasn't been the cleanest match, has it?
No, we haven't really seen a lot of complete play from either of these teams, whether it's been the superior teamwork and coordination from Germany, but maybe a little bit lacking in the individual department, whereas Israel has been doing a great job sort of winning the out-fragging battle, showing off their mechanics, but pretty questionable ult usage so far, but now that they've had a little bit of a break to maybe readjust, recenter themselves, we may see some different play from these guys, and it will be Germany up on the attack first.
It's interesting because you see teams that are effectively the same strength, it seems like, but in different ways, right? Israel needs to get a bit more coordinated. Germany maybe needs to finish off a couple more of those clutch plays. And if both of those teams can do that, we are going to have an extremely intense next 2 maps. And if either one of those teams does it, then we're going to have a 2-0 for that team.
Yeah, I think the issue is, though, is that the out-fragging ability shows itself more in control, and that's only 1 of 3 maps in this pool, whereas you look at Hybrid and the escort and the assault maps, and those do tend to reward play more like we've seen from Germany. So
very true.
I think we really need to see some increased coordination and target selection from the Israeli side. They have a chance to do it here. They will be playing a dive defense.
Yep.
Cafe is on the side.
Oh, all right.
Looking for the flank. He will be
in space.
He's in space, responding to the call. So he's going to come there, pop through that door. If Germany tries to take the high ground through the right side, they are going to do it. So we'll see if Cafe is going to make a surprise appearance through those doors.
From space. Well, Awkward does go down early. Rough start for Israel off the bat as Germany attacks here on Horizon Lunar Colony. Trying to push back Eco a little bit. He's on his own, low health. Internet Hulk moving up the stairs. Now Cafe does get the kill to Skipjack. Oh, and Cranks comes in with a couple on that Genji. So Germany pulling ahead in the fight overall.
And they get the D-Mech too. So this should be pretty easy for Germany to push through onto the point. The faster respawn times mean they're going to have a lot of advantages. Cranks just gets the resets in this room, dashing to and fro, slicing and dicing his way to a point A take. Israel may attempt to make a late hold here, and they are going to jump in.
Icefelt goes down really fast, so okay, all right. So this defense might work out for Israel. Yeah, Cafe just gets a smooth 3 kills, and I guess Germany's not taking the point quick after all.
Looks like he didn't stink anybody with that pulse bomb, but he got enough damage down to finish them off with some headshots. So pulse bomb does end up doing work. Cafe building up the pulse bomb quickly as an effect. They only get 1 tick here, so that was an impressive and immediate hold by Israel. They are going to have a chance to reset yet again. Germany may not be as lucky to get through quickly on their next approach. They're going to try it differently now, just leaping onto the high ground. Skipjack finds Awkward right away.
Not much more of a dive early on. Lucia very low as well. Cranks does go down. Deadly Mitch with the kill there. Nesh, meanwhile, Pulse Bomb loaded up. He's on the point. Nice kill on the Sean P after he's D-Mech. Eco, he needs a big Dragon Blade to turn this thing around. Killing Internet Hulk certainly helps. Oh, but he gets taken out before he could do any more with it. And now the control meter building. It looks like Germany really
you may look at that Dragon Blade and say, okay, that was kind of a waste, but he is going to be switching over to the Sombra anyway, and the rest of his team is going to be fine in terms of stabilizing. They already have the Transcendence. Sound barrier nearly there. So Israel in a great place to defend on point B with their ult economy. Not really that impactful to use that, and especially if they want to switch things up to a Sombra.
Well, you don't see a ton of really aggro attacks coming in on point B in this situation anyway. These teams like to wait, build up more ultimates. So you've usually got a bit of breathing room anyway. Nice one coming around the side with that Demon now. A lot of free shots on it. Deadly Mitch actually is getting a little bit low, but they do get kills on Cranks and Painless though. Good start for Israel on the defense.
כאילו, אני לא מכריח אותם, רק אם בא לכם, אבל ישראל הם הכחולים ובינתיים אז הם למרות שהם לקחו את אובג'קטיב A, שזה אובג'קטיב הראשון, יש שתי אובג'קטיבים, עכשיו זה אובג'קטיב B, אבל כרגע לפי מה שאני רואה, אז ישראל
Icefelt will be going on the Soldier 76 right now, so triple DPS will be it for Germany. All about that coordination and target selection now. Need that the Soldier to open up and the other 2 DPS to actually finish off those kills. Going to start with an EMP though and a quick dive in from Deadly Mitch.
Yep, Sean P gets a kill to Skipjack early, but yeah, Deadly Mitch, we saw him getting really low on the high ground. He does get taken out. Germany not suffering a whole lot due to that EMP, and they're going to come back on the attack with that Transcendence. Israel pushed back nearly to spawn for the moment, and they've got a little bit of control meter built up. If Germany, they can't quite get it to the first tick. If they would have been able to do that, it would have been nice.
Yeah, but Germany did force out the sound barrier. Awkward, not with the Transcendence yet. So this is a great time for Germany to strike. They should have the sound barrier a little bit faster, and they're going to have a Dragon Blade as well. So they can get down onto the point quickly, and they need that big cleanup from the Dragon Blade.
Oh, Nico coming in from behind, looking for a possible kill. A lot of damage to Icefelt before he translocates back again. Paves away for Cafe to come in. Oh, but they got the pick on the Cafe. Internet Hulk with the finishing blow there. And now Germany storming in. This is their moment. They do get EMP'd.
Wow, EMP just in time, and that's absolutely huge. They get the kill onto Vainless. That was a very close situation, but the reaction from Eco, absolutely appropriate. And that means they are going to continue holding right now. Germany really couldn't flip.
רגע,
A switch on the sound barrier would have been eliminated by the EMP anyway. Eco already back up at 90%.
Whoa, fans! Yeah, we love you guys. Do you think that the primal rage for Skipjack at the end of the last push was really warranted? You knew everyone was dead. All he did is kind of delay his own respawn.
No, not at all.
Not a big fan.
Germany may be baited in. I don't think they know the EMP's back up, so nope, not going to have a chance to sound barrier before they are EMP'd. So there was an opportunity there for some mind games because that EMP came up even faster than normal.
Cafe with some revenge on the Internet Hulk. Skipjack does manage to finish off Sean P before he can remech again. And Icefeld on that high ground, they push Israel back, but they haven't quite got that resounding fight win that you really need if you're going to build the control meter on point B here.
No, they haven't. But
need to win it harder.
But finally, maybe there's an opportunity, right? Again, we're in a situation where the sound barrier is out. Now they know the EMP is down. Internet Hulk has been holding this barrier for a long time because they need that window of opportunity to use it with the Dragon Blade, which is tricky with the Sombra who can just delete it instantaneously, especially when you have to fight out in the open.
Yeah. All right, Israel getting ready for it. They know this is going to be an aggressive one. Oh, they've got Skipjack really low already. Awkward goes back for a little bit of healing, a little bit of safety. Cranks gets 2 with the Dragon Blade already. Israel in a little bit of trouble here. Pulse Bomb manages to pop Sean P out of the mech. And Germany able to gain at least that first tick, and they're probably going to get a lot more here.
Yeah, they're trying to find Eco right now, knowing he translocated back. That's going to be the kill for Cranks. Now they just have to camp through. Sound barrier comes out for Israel. But Sean P still not remech right now, and he will just be stomped on the side by a Winston.
Yeah, the respawns are fast for Israel. Deadly Mitch does have the primal rage to at least buy some time for the rest of his team to come back. Germany's so close, though. Internet Hulk with 2. Whoa! I like to see that.
And
Ice comes in, though.
And Icefeld still on the side. With the tactical visor, the EMP was too late to stop him. So he does manage to zone them out and just camp both sides of that spawn that are very difficult to get through those choke points if you're on the defense once the attacking team gets hold of it. So Germany will cap both points successfully.
זה כמו שעמית אולייטבוי עושה את הלייב שלו בדיוק כמו כמוני. זה בכלל לא בושה. אני גם אומר שישראל תנצח, אני רוצה שישראל תנצח.
Now we're back to the attack defense situation, and they definitely struggled a little bit on the first map.
You can really see in that match though, how Internet Hulk was saving that sound barrier for the extremely cautiously around the EMP, not wanting it to be cancelled out and looking for the right opportunity.
He gets a lot more killing blows than the average Lucio does too. I like that, but
he's been doing well so far today.
And in a dive meta that's so Winston-centric, for somebody like Internet Hulk, who's like one of the old Winston pros in Overwatch, I mean, he knows exactly how those engages go, so he's not going to get caught like a lot of other Lucios will too.
That's definitely true. And it will be Germany on the defense now. Israel looking like they're going to run that dive composition again on attack. And Internet Hulk playing a little Sombra right now. Trying to snowball that, of course, if he can, into point B defense if absolutely necessary. So makes it so that you can't really, even if you win hard on point A, if you're the attacking team, the defending team has that Sombra, you'll be very close to an EMP anyway, so they can't just immediately take point B. It makes it very difficult.
Surprised Sombra has an Overwatch spray. You know, maybe she's just using it. Maybe she's using it to frame Overwatch. You know, she like commits a crime and she sprays it. She's like, "It was me. It wasn't Talon. It was Overwatch."
I'm sure everybody would fall for that instantly. Duh.
That's evil. They're like, "Oh, the spray again. Overwatch." Yeah. All right. Germany gonna try to hold off Israel here. Tried to keep them from getting 2 points. Nash with the kill onto Awkward early.
Man, he just zipped back there and one clipped Awkward. Sean P trying to get back onto the high ground right now. While they wait for their teammate to respond. Internet Hulk already with 30%.
I like that spray from Diva. In case you didn't realize, it says salt.
It does say salt.
Korean on that, yeah. We can all see it's salt, but it also says salt.
Thanks for the translation, Duh.
You're welcome. I only translate the most obvious thing. Oh, Awkward going down again. That's twice now that he's gotten picked by Germany, and that's going to follow up by a pretty crushing teamfight win for them.
Yeah, they're getting jumped on right now. Cafe Once again, waiting for his teammates, but that's usually how these dive defenses work, is that you just try and control the choke point and jump on them all at once.
That's so rough.
They're approaching, and yeah, that's a rough stagger.
It's going to be a big delay for Israel to get their attack put together again.
Trying to get some of that damage down the side, slow them down as much as he can.
Israel going back into the room again. Seems a little bit risky, but this time around, Germany
managed to get up the second floor this time, but still the poke is pretty severe, and that's going to be Eisfeld taking out Fragon. He was split off from his tank line right there.
Got a little bit ahead of the group, didn't get the pulse bomb off, but now Cranks with the Dragon Blade. No kills for him. Israel with a chance to fight back, but they've lost enough people that I don't know if they're going to be able to really keep this push going. Yeah, they're going to have to fall back.
Yeah, Cafe died later in that fight, so even though Germany lost Cranks on his Dragon Blade engage, he will be able to get back to the point in time that they're able to formulate an attack. Plus, they have to be worried about the EMP. If they walk into this point together, they are going to all get EMP.
He's
lurking.
Sprinting up. The lurking Hulk. Here we go, he's going to translocate in. There's the EMP. Don't know if he caught everybody with that, but he caught enough. Awkward does get the kill, though. That's embarrassing for Sombra. Germany still standing strong with their Transcendence, and they're getting the kills they need. Yeah, it's going to be another hold. That sound barrier for Israel not doing a ton.
It was late there, and Germany's going to be happy with that mistake because that was a very poor EMP engage from Internet Hulk. He was not quite out the door, it looked like, so I'm not sure he hit all the targets in the first place, but also made it so he didn't have any escape. He could have just run in there, frankly, and he committed to that before Israel actually wanted to make that attack.
Well, he kind of ended up there when Israel was on like other sides, opposite sides of the wall, too. So it was a bit awkward. Oh, it's okay. He's already got 70% towards his EMP. It doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter because Fragon used his beat, so...
בוא סתם ניכנס לזה.
הייט, מהו הייט ולמה זה קיים בכלל בארץ? טוב, אז מה קורה אנשים? כאן ספונג' סטיב, אני חוזר לכם בעוד סטורש בערוץ. עכשיו, מי ששאל בעצם בלייב של אתמול ביקשתי שכולם הביאו לי דיסלייקים, זה לא בסיבה פשוט שאני רוצה לעשות משהו, זה מהרצון החופשי שלי. כי בכל זאת, אחרי כל הרנטים
לא אכפת לי.
With 30 seconds remaining, going to add some time to the clock.
It's been a great hold, though. I mean, Germany really has eaten most of the time off the clock for Israel. They're going to start off with just about 4 seconds on the clock.
And Hulk's switching back to the Lucio now means that he is very far away from a sound barrier. And with Eco coming through with the Dragon Blade, this is a wonderful opportunity for Israel just to immediately take this next map. Yep. Germany going to be relatively undefended right now. No Transcendence to counteract this, and that's a good pulse bomb from Cafe to open things up. This is very scary for Germany.
Cranks falls early, and they've already got Germany bottled up back by Swan. We talked about this. Germany used this against Israel as well. Eco gets 2 before he gets taken out. That control meter building up, 2/3 already for Israel, and just the stragglers now for Germany. If Israel can handle the respawns, they're going to set a great time. They're almost there. There's the sound barrier. They just need to keep winning this fight.
And Eco's going to come back with the Dragon Blade. Remember that when he gets here. Is he going to use it right away? Pulse bomb goes down, but it's not going to pick up the kills for Cafe. And here comes Eco.
Uh-oh, Dragon Blade out yet again. Has to spend a little bit of time reflecting before he goes back in. And I don't mean thinking about his past. I mean reflecting damage. Israel, though, still finding those kills, and they will get it. 3:19 on the clock. Much better time than Germany.
Much better. And that time, they had all the opportunities. I am surprised that Hulk switched back to the Lucio.
A little bit, yeah.
For point B. I think you look at that and you say, well, we are so behind in ult economy. You don't do things which are going to make you even further behind. And yes, he had just used the EMP to attempt to defend point A. Germany sort of went all in for the full hold, and it ended up backfiring against them.
EMP builds so fast, though, that in a situation like that, you want to stick on it. But
yeah, that's my opinion, though. I think that in those scenarios, you have to be able to communicate with your teammates and say, okay, what do we have for a defensive point B? And if the answer is nothing, I think you stay and you try and get that EMP. So at least you don't get ridiculously snowballed on like we saw there.
So you're saying something is better than nothing. That's your analysis of the situation.
That's definitely it.
That's good.
It wasn't Hulk's analysis of the situation, though. You're breaking it down like Lucio right now.
אני יכול לעשות סייסקן, לי לא אכפת.
Well, Israel will be on the defense yet again with a higher time bank. Eco playing the soldier, so no more.
Yeah. Salt and green is so good.
It is. Put the salt on assault, you know.
Zero. Salt on assault. Makes sense. We're so educational. We are. Israel on the defense. Here comes Germany on the attack once again. Only about 2:20 or 1:25 left on the clock here. Not a lot of time to take point A. Let's see if they can do it.
Okay, so Germany sneaking up into the room. Nobody diving onto them right now. They have that soldier, so less attractive. You don't want to get the Genji in there like you normally would to dash back and forth. Germany still taking a lot of damage right now. The healing just not there as Skipjack and Nesh melts in the front line.
Yeah, Israel kind of just grinds the team down.
Yeah, they just got poked into oblivion. And now that they know the soldier's there, you may see a bit of a different approach now for Germany.
Yeah,
only 45 seconds though, and that is not a lot of time to actually get things done.
Yeah. Ult's building, meanwhile, for both teams.
Icefeld waiting. Man, this is a long wait right now. This attack has to work. And Fadeless gets a huge right click.
Awkward going down early. And 25 seconds left on the clock right now. Germany desperate to make this push happen. And Fragon goes down. Okay, both supports out of the way. Israel in a lot of trouble here. Seanpi coming back to try to start something. And Deadly Mitch still has that primal rage, so he can delay just a little bit at least. Maybe enough for the respawns to come back.
Well, Cafe was killed by the Diva boost at the end of things, so now it's Cranks on the point right now, has to deal with his ulting Winston, but at least he's getting some damage down, and finally they are going to take out Deadly Mitch, so Germany should be able to make this work.
Yeah, they're trying anyway. Deadly Mitch goes down, and yeah, I think if you're Israel, you have to back off. Oh, an awkward spot, and that was a great reflect from Cranks to punish it.
Well, really, let's talk about Vainless there, who got the opening pickoff. If that hadn't happened, that could have been an absolute disaster. Germany with 25 seconds remaining right now, 4 ultimates available. They've got 1 shot at this one. They must clean up the point. Icefeld down on the soldier. Cranks goes in.
He's got the sound barrier to keep him up. Israel, though, backing away.
Well, he didn't kill the Diva before the reback, and
that's
now...
rough. Well, he gets Cafe somehow with a fadeaway Shuriken. And now Germany trying to stay up with the Transcendence. Israel storming back in. They've got the respawn advantage. Fragon does go down, though, and we're into OT, of course. If Germany can just get that first tick in a little bit more, it'll be worth it.
I mean, Fragon's going to engage with the sound barrier again. This should be it for the German attack.
Probably.
They got point A, but they're not going to get anything on point B. No progress.
Okay, so Germany takes point A. They got a point there, but the fact that they weren't able to get even the first tick on point B is worrisome. If you're Germany, you're definitely concerned here with the amount of time that Israel still has on the clock.
I think if you're Germany, you're just happy you got point A right now.
Yeah,
that was a hell of a right click that even got you that far in a desperate situation with only 30 seconds remaining.
Impressive for a guy who apparently doesn't have veins. Usually the human body can't operate in that situation, but he makes it work.
He does.
I guess so.
No blood pumping there.
Veinless. Huh. Who knew? The wonders of modern science, Monte Cristo.
That's what I tell myself every day.
Someone with no veins can be an Overwatch professional player.
I think there's a lot more amazing things going on in the Overwatch world, such as your ability to die from impact in a low-grab environment.
I know, right? Yeah.
Well, Israel now at 319. Let's see if they can make some headway, cap both points, decisive in their initial run.
Yep.
Will they go with the soldier again? Was relatively successful for them on defense.
Well, Germany did hold for quite a while against Israel in their defensive round. So given that there's less time on the clock now, you'd have to feel fairly comfortable coming into this as Germany.
Yeah, and also they were pretty good at, as you say, stalling out on point A at least, and Hulk on the Sombra right now. So the pickoffs were fast for Germany as Nesh and Hulk combine to take out some of the supports.
Fast and furious.
And Israel really needs to make sure they stay together better this time, because sometimes they got caught up like that. I mean, you can see Nesh dividing them right now.
רגע. אוקיי, ושידור חי.
Now, Germany's been
Maybe it looks like a very fast attack for Israel.
Yeah, now Israel has to get on the point right now, take advantage of that. Sean P does get hacked. The rest of his team moving on to the point. Eco with the kill on the Cranks, and this is a pretty resounding team fight win for Israel.
Yeah, he needs to get back on the point. I like what really Eco doing right now. Icefelt was already zoned out. He wasn't a threat to anybody. Now even less so that he loses his suit and is forced to retreat onto that low ground, finally taking out by Awkward, and that is 1 point for Israel.
This is so rough for Germany right now because there's still 250 on the clock.
They have the
all
EMP
Israel
though.
needs is that first tick.
Yeah, they have the EMP though, so I don't think this cap is, or this push is going to be successful unless Hulk. For Israel, this is so rough for Germany right now because there's still 250 on the clock. They have the
all
EMP
Israel
though.
needs is that first tick.
Yeah, they have the EMP though, so I don't think this cap is, or this push is going to be successful unless Hulk. Instead, now we're going to check out Cranks again, getting the resets, making sure that he picks off, cleans up the fight. But the investment was there, and Cafe very nearly wins the game for his team.
Very close.
עכשיו ישראל מתק.
Wow. All right. Well, Israel with some more ultimate work, but then again, the big story there is that they got the EMP out. Internet Hulk practically has it back again, though, so that could be a problem. Cafe with the kill on the Cranks to force Israel into the power play here as they come on the point B. They're building that control meter already. Awkward gets taken down and Eco pushed out. Who managed to get the kills, though? And this might be Israel's moment. They may have it right here.
And they're almost there doing Transcend. It's going to be the last of Cranks. Comes through with the Dragon Blade, and maybe he can save this for Germany.
Oh, man. 3 kills with the Dragon Blade, and I have caster cursed Israel pretty hard. Sorry about that, guys.
Well, sound barrier there was a little bit preemptive. Hulk was able to deal with it by using the EMP as a follow-up.
I don't think they were expecting him to have that EMP back quite so quickly.
I think that one, I think they probably should have expected it. You just have to play around the EMP so cautiously.
You know, now the problem is for Israel, they don't have any ultimates to really utilize here to try to take that first tick.
No, they don't.
Their advantage is gone.
Like this is a scenario where we could be heading into a draw here.
Yeah, it's possible.
Because Israel is not going to have time to really get anything done in terms of ult economy, and Germany at least is sitting on a self-destruct, so they can delay this point pretty significantly.
Yeah. Well, Skipjack gets a bit low, gets taken down, kills on both sides. If Eco can get a pick here, he does manage to demech the Diva. Pretty nice takedown, Crank with a fadeaway rocket on the outside. Germany responds with a few kills, though. And Israel, I don't think, Deadly Mitch so low, they don't have what it takes to get on the point now.
All right, if they are lucky, they'll be able to get back right here, but the Diva dies late. Sean P gets staggered. Hulk has the EMP. Unlikely that Israel's going to be able to get any kind of forward progress, so we may be heading to a draw here.
Yeah, certainly possible. They've got a couple ults to use, but
they have to get on there. Cafe's going to have to blink onto it. That's so dangerous.
2-1, can they get there? They do, barely in time. Israel on the point right now, desperate to just get that first pick. There's the EMP Transcendence effort. Oh, he missed the Zen. Internet Hulk missed the Zenyatta with the EMP, and as soon as the trances end, the kills come in, but they're all for Germany right now, and it looks like Israel is going to be stopped. Nothing from this primal, nothing from this self-destruct, rather. There we go, that's the ability I'm looking for. Deadly Mitch getting one at least. Cafe, though, we need to be quite the hero to pull this one back around. It's not going to happen, so we will end up in a draw here on Horizon Lunar Colony. Yeah, this is a pretty close match, isn't it?
It really is, and we don't see very many draws.
No.
אני הורידתי בכל כדי שתשמעו אותי, כי שמעתי מקודם מהלייב של עצמי. אתם לא כל כך שמעתם? אבל תאמרו לו בתגובות שאם אני צריך להנמיך, להגביה. תגידו בתגובות, כי אני לא יודע. אני אגיד עוד פעם, כשצופה, תגידו לו בתגובות שאם אתם צריכים שאני ירים את הכל בפלאפון כדי שתשמעו יותר טוב, או שאני אעשה פייסקים, אם בא לכם אני יכול לעשות פייסקים. רק שתדעו, אני יכול לעשות פייסקים, כן. תגידו לו בתגובות שאם אתם רוצים, אתם אומרים לי. זה אני לא יודע.
I don't even know who selects the map.
I was just going to say, yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that one, so we'll wait and find out.
Looks like they are conferring with the German team, so yeah, I would imagine that this goes to higher seed.
I was going to say, yeah, probably defaults to higher seed,
which would default to Germany, I believe.
We'll just make things up.
We'll just make it up.
We decide what goes on. Yep, that's right. As long as we don't have to take responsibility for it later.
Which we never do.
No, fortunately. Of course not. Well, Germany versus Israel still tied up after that 1-1 map score tie going into the break. Now they're still tied 1-1 and 1. The draw.
1-1 and 1 the draw. So
כרגע זאת גרמניה.
Looks like we're going on to Route 66 for
מי
a
שלא
final
נתן
map
מוצא,
in
מי
this
שלא נתן
series.
מוזלג, בוא נתקדם
This
טיפה.
one will win the match, which is pretty crucial.
הנה
And
קפה.
of course, like map score is really big in this
ועוד
format
איזה
too.
מישהו
So
שאני מנסה
this kind
לחקור.
of blows Group B sort of wide open, or Group H, I should say, wide open.
Yeah, we do have two groups that we anticipate on being relatively close this weekend. Although, watching UK, it seems like they are head and shoulders above the rest of the teams in the group so far.
It does seem that
בינתיים הם עברו
As you can see, we
4
are
מפות.
heading to Route 66 for our final map, so you can push the payload the farthest.
הם עכשיו ברוד 66.
Chill out.
I mean, the vital tables are set, Doha. What makes you think they don't serve food there?
Well, it looks like everybody had to run away because a train crashed down right outside.
They'll serve it again soon. It's okay.
I love your optimism.
The diner's not damaged.
Yeah, it's true. It seems pretty
שימור אני אענה על כולם, מבטיח לכם. אפילו אם אין לי קצת בשאלות, בינתיים אין אפילו שאלה אחת, כולם רק בוזים ודיסלייקים. שזה באמת אין לי מושג למה אפילו, תסתכלו.
Whatever's on the truck, Rawhide.
That was sound of Jeff Kaplan behind us telling us to talk more about the game.
בוא נראה סתם אותו. רגע.
I'm just kidding, he's great. We love that guy.
From the river.
Doha's into that.
בוא נבדוק את הערוץ שלו. בוא נראה.
Thanks for the setup.
You're welcome. Anytime.
GQ.
I help you out sometimes. Thank you. I need all help I can. It's a really confusing menu to read. It just keeps scrolling. It's slowly.
רגע.
Well, here we go. Will we see the Hanzo Torbjorn?
GQ.
No, just kidding. We won't see that.
No, we won't
see
Hulk on Widowmaker, sadly. No. Israel back on.
רגע, לא ככה. שכזה. נראה לי זה היה ככה, אני לא זוכר. בוא נבדוק. בוא נראה אם זה זה. כן, זה זה, וזה לא נותן לי. כנראה יש לך ערוץ חלש. רגע. לא, רגע, זה בטעות.
Wait for Cranks to go ahead and respawn before they really commit. Winston Shield's already been dropped, though.
Yeah, they've been really staying on the point pretty well so far. Germany just trying to grind them down with all the...
שומע שיש 19 תגובות, אבל אני רואה רק 17. רגע, בוא נקרא. 1, 2, 3.
That was a bit surprising, I think, from Israel, that they sort of played into Germany's favor just by playing full charge.
כן, יש 19. אני לא מבין מה אתה אומר. From the river to the sea, please will be free. אין לי מושג מה אתה אומר, אתה יכול לדבר בעברית בבקשה. זה לייב ישראלי, לא לייב אנגלית.
Deadly bitch right away.
Vanless does go down on the Germany side, so the kills are coming in for both teams right now. There's Cranks with the tac visor though.
Sean P going to be desuited. Everybody has to take cover right now. That allows the payload to continue moving, and that's a nice zone onto the Tracer.
That's just going to be point A taken by Germany. Not a lot of resistance from Israel in the first place. And now we're moving into, like we've talked about earlier, one of the most difficult stretches to defend in all of Overwatch. This point B on Route 66 is really hard to hold.
It is, and unless you're going to try and delay right at the beginning, the spawn is so far away, and you have to go through 3 tiny choke point doors in order to make it back out. So it's just very easy for the attacking team to camp those. And the best shot you usually have is right here.
אין לי מושג מה אתה אומר. 3. מה 3? פרי פלסטינה. מה זה פרי פלסטינה? אם בא לך, אבל תדבר רק בעברית, אני לא מבין. אני לא מבין מה אתה רוצה. אם אתה יכול לדבר בעברית, אז בבקשה, אני אענה עליך. אני אענה על שאלותיך. אבל אם באנגלית, אני כל כך מבין. נראה לי הוא אמר 3 צפיות.
Nesh going around for the flank all the way around the saloon.
Yeah, Eco gets a kill in the Vayne list. That's big. He's also got the tac visor too if he wants to use it. Needs to be careful though as Nesh goes in. Eco does go down, so that's a nice advantage for Germany. They don't need to worry about that soldier ultimate anytime soon. Get the kills. There's a transcendence for Israel committing to this short-handed defense for the moment.
They're going to drop the self-destruct right on the cart. Skipjack kills Fragon, and the rest of Israel comes back around, looping to try and defend, but that's going to be a dead Zenyatta very fast.
It seems like Germany's been doing a good job of sort of drawing Israel into these kind of disadvantageous, smaller skirmishes, it seems like.
Yeah, they have. And Craig Sue going to just use that attack visor on the backside of the team. And this is where it becomes very difficult to defend. Germany's now gotten past the roughest part of the streets phase. This is where Cranks can just sit on the opposite side of the point and spam his way through these doors. Tracer going to get out, but you have to use Blinks to do it.
That's going to be nearly point B. Israel going in for a last-ditch effort defense here. It's going to be tough. Well, Crank's in a lot of trouble. Gets taken out by Cafe. And now he's trying sound barrier. Hey, this could actually end up being a pretty solid defense. We'll see what the Transcendence gets Germany.
That was a great flank from Cafe. Nice engage with Deadly Mitch. They pinned him in.
אוי, לא אמרתי, תיכנסו לייב שלי. טעות.
But that explains that. And now the Transcendence going to give them enough time. So Israel manages to hold.
Wow, that was really close to the end. But now they've got the payload and probably...
Making through those doors, you're very happy, but trouble
מי זה לא?
when they actually are clogged up by the enemy team.
מי רוצח ומי זה לא? לא רוצח, הבנתי, בסדר, אבל מי זה לא?
So we're going to send him over the cliff all the same with a nice boop from Fragon. Boops for the boop god. That's right.
שאלו שאלות שלנו.
Sean P. All he's got is that self-destruct. Germany, though, using a lot of ultimates to try and push it just a little bit further, and now they are in a rough spot. Less than a minute to go.
Sean P sounds like Puff Daddy's latest rapper name. He's due for another one.
He is, actually.
Yeah, it's been PDD for quite a while, I believe. I don't know. As big of a fan I am. I can't remember. Awkward picks up a couple kills. That team helps out. Well, Cafe actually coming up big here in Israel with another strong defensive fight. They've somehow kind of forced Germany recorded there by...
אני יודע ששליחתי. רגע.
Look, he can't actually get off the map right now. Oh my. This is so bad for Germany with 20 seconds. They do finally take Eisfeld out.
Half of that time is going to be his respawn timer.
Now the question for Germany is, do you go in? Do you try and wait for Eisfeld here? He's going to have to use his boost to even get to you in the first place. Germany close to a lot of ultimates though. Cranks.
Israel has 4 They're in a great place to hold this one. Sound barrier coming in as Germany gets onto the payload. Oh, they're going to overlap the defensive ultimates a bit. That could come back to bite
לא רוצח.
Now Germany comes in with their own sound barrier. They've got the defensive ult advantage. Cranks barely takes out Deadly Mitch in the end. Before finally going down, we're into overtime right now, and Germany scrambling. Looks like they might have pulled it out there in the end.
Oh man, Doa.
That was close.
This was Israel's fight to lose.
Really was.
They should have known the TAC visor was there. Instead, they stack their support ultimates on top of each other, and that means Cranks has an easy time just waiting to push that out.
Oh, well, one last ditch effort defense. We're going to take a look at the lower right screen there as Israel tries to keep holding, and it's not going to work. Germany ends up getting point B anyway.
That is a huge communication error for Israel. They 100% had every advantage in that fight, and they should have been able to close it out. Instead, they give Germany just a small way to get through the door, and they manage to make it work. And now we're on to point C. Sure, there's not a lot of time, but that's not the purchase that you want to give them here on Route 66.
No, not at all. Every point is another point that you need to take on your offensive round, so it's rough. Cafe going down early as Germany pushes forward. Anything they can really get out of the payload now kind of feels like icing on the cake, as their push really should have been stopped back before the doors.
Has the tactical visor, but Israel used so many of their ultimates and couldn't get the job done. So now Germany, they're going to be looking at a host of ults of their own. Internet Hulk closer and closer to that sound barrier.
The payload's really moving. Israel needs to come in with the defense right here, right now. Skipjack trying to bottle them up and spawn with that primal rage, just trying to disrupt as much as he can. Eco not really able to be part of that
Cafe
fight.
the hero,
Cafe. Yeah, Cafe finding the picks that Israel needs. Germany's going to have to go back and then set up one last attack.
Especially with Cranks dying at the end, Doa. He's the one that has the Dragon Blade, and now there's 10 seconds. He's not going to be there for this. Not to mention Skipjack used his primal rage already. Delay.
לך תחפש, מה אתה רוצה? לך תחפש, לא בא לך להתכנס ללייב.
And then Cranks in at the end to take advantage of it all. We'll see how it goes. Awkward with the early kill into Skipjack, though, is a great start for Israel. There's the self-destruct for Eisfeld now. Dragon does go down. He's back. He's got the Dragon Blade. He gets two, looking for more. Germany with a real opportunity here to finish this map out.
Yeah, but Cranks is zoned out. The soldier on the high ground. Eco needs to pick up this kill, but he is dropped as Crank gets the health back and gets back onto the cart.
That payload's moving. Sound barrier comes in just on a few members of Israel. They storm back onto the car one more time. Bainless swapping over to the Widowmaker to try to get those picks. They can't get to it. And some disappointment on the side of Germany.
I would be
a great opportunity, but in the end, that's 2 points on.
I wouldn't be disappointed. They're lucky they got point B. I was going to say,
המצב הכי... בינתיים אתה ענית את התגובה, אתה שאלת את התגובה הכי טובה מכל הדברים שיש פה. מה המצב, מה קורה?
What kind of caused Germany to get that opportunity to take the point?
Yeah, it is heartbreaking too, because they had to do so much work to get that advantage,
right?
And then they squandered it.
Well, it's a pretty heroic defense on point B. You know, we said going into it that we don't usually see a lot of teams hold there, which is true. We don't, but they were able to nearly do it.
They were. It looks like as we swap over to Germany on the defense, this is where Internet Hulk can pull out the Sombra again. And Sombra is just so powerful on point A that we have to see what Israel's plan is to go ahead and crack the double mega health pack healing that you can get, because playing these grinding games is not going to be effective when they have so much healing and so much EMP charge.
Yeah. חבר'ה, בבקשה, תירשמו אליי לערוץ.
No, they wouldn't.
I know, that's gross. Why would you want to do that? No, disgusting.
אין לי בעיה, רוצה סאבסקרייב, אין לי בעיה, עכשיו אני אחפש את הערוץ שלך.
Israel on the attack now.
אבל אני אבדוק שיש לי 15 סאבים. אוקיי. הנה זה אתה. יודע מה הראל? בגלל שאני טוב אפילו אני אראה סרטון אחד שלך. מה זה? אתגר הכושל בארץ. זה הפוש של שייק הזה, אין בעיה, אני גם עשיתי, אתה ראית בעצמך. חזק אתה. בואו נבדוק שנייה אם עשית. שם כדי לדעת. כן עשית, תודה רבה לך אחי. רגע, אני תכף אבדוק את מה שאמרת. רגע, אני רק אולה, אני בטעות, נמחק לי הלייב בטעות, אז תיכנסו בבקשה ללייב הזה. סליחה, בטעות קרס לי הלייב. בטעות ניתקתי את האינטרנט. אוקיי, אז אם בא לך לשאול שאלות, אני תשאל שאלות.
Don't know if they're going to get the one in the tunnel, though. That one's a little bit too dangerous to approach, maybe at this point.
No, I think they should be. Oh, wow, Cafe dies.
Okay.
Ooh, that is rough. Well, the Discord.
He does like to go pretty far ahead of his team sometimes, and when you do that, you can make big picks, but you can also get picked yourself. So
that may have both. That may have been the logic behind hacking to help the
תודה לאל, יש פה איזה מישהו אחד רציני.
instead of the one in the tunnel is because Cafe has been trying to play more in the back line as we see him flank around that direction right now.
I can see that. Yeah, makes sense. Transcendence from Germany as Israel comes in. Trying to hold that defensive point. Sound barrier for both sides. And Deadly Mitch has to pop that Primal Rage. Kill into Vainless early on. Germany losing a few people. And Eco's got the Dragon Blade. He pulled it up before that.
אוקיי חברים, תתנו סאב. אוי, זה באסה. כל פעם העליים שלי משחק כזה.
They've delayed this quite a bit. Nesh, he's going to be the one to finish off the Genji, and now they're going to have Cranks coming back, rather, with a Dragon
אתם יכולים להגיד לי שאם אתם רוצים שאני אנמיך את הלייב שממנו אני מצלם, או שאני אגביר שתשמעו את השדרן, מה שהוא מדבר. תכתבו לי בבקשה. אני עונה.
Remember, they've got to get this thing pretty much nearly all the way if they want to win the map. And Germany's not making it easy. There's the EMP already. Transcendence comes out immediately afterwards. So Awkward wasn't hit with that one. Sean B gets a
ירדן שרייבר, יש לך אוברואץ'? אם בא לך אתה יכול להוסיף אותי.
And Israel finally getting the fight they were looking for, and they should be able to get some distance on this payload.
Man, I have not been impressed with Holt's EMP so far. He keeps trying to use the translocator.
נראה לי שאתה מחובר ירדן או שזה לא אתה. מושג.
You can stand on top of big girls and you make a very similar play.
Well, this is the same issue we actually saw with Rolf actually on Team Canada, where he's maybe not as experienced on the Sombra, was using a lot of those translocator engages, and when you do that with Sombra, you can't get out again, and that's why we see the top Sombras generally going in with invisibility.
חברים, את הלייב הזה אני אגמור עוד משהו כזה כמו 10 דקות, רבע שעה, כי אני באמת, אני לא יכול יותר, כי מחר אני צריך לקום בשעה בערך משהו כזה, 9 בבוקר, אין לי מושג איך אני אצליח. אין לי בעיה ירדן, אבל רק תגיד לי שאם יש לך אוברואץ' ואתה רוצה להוסיף אותי לחברים שלך שנשחק ביחד. אפילו יכול להיות שנוכל לשחק בלייב. רק תענה שאם יש לך אוברואץ' אני אדע. אתה משחק אוברואץ'.
Oh, it's not going to be done. Cranks is going to get it. It's just about focusing them down. Cafe has to rewind, and he can't get back in time.
All right, so Germany wins the map, and they will.
Okay, אני מנסה כמה, אני לא הסתכלתי, מסתכל על תגובות ראש. אין לך אוברואץ'? זה לא נורא. יש לך אקסבוקס שאני... כי אם יש לך אקסבוקס אני יכול לשחק איתך בכל משחק באקסבוקס. אקסבוקס או סוני, או שיש לך רק מחשב. או שאין לך בכלל את זה ויש לך פלאפון. או שאין לך גם פלאפון, סתם. נראה לי המשחק הזה נגמר בהפסד של ישראל.
issuing 2 points, one to each player, or one to each team, apologies. So, you know, we had that.
רוצה לעשות מתישהו שיתוף פעולה, אין לי בעיה אחי. מתי שתרצה, אבל רק תגיד לי שאם יש לך אקסבוקס, כי אני יודע איך להקליט דרך האקסבוקס. יש לך פלייסטיישן? חבל, כי יש לי אקסבוקס. אם היה לך אקסבוקס הייתי יכול לצלם איתך סרטונים דרך האקסבוקס. טוב, לא נורא, אבל אם אתה רוצה מדי פעם לעשות שיתוף פעולה, אין לי בעיה לעשות את זה.
Counter engages and having good positioning. So if we take a look at Cranks here, I mean, great positioning from the start, playing really close and then just standing back and forth. And he doesn't need to use the dash to get forward into the enemy team. He uses the dash render to do a lot of damage. It's similar to Skipjack here. I mean, he's playing really close to the enemy team. He doesn't need to use the lead, and he can just deal damage really easily on the guys here. And they don't need to engage to get to win the fight. They just need to play calm, have good positioning.
אין לי בעיה, לייב הבא יכול להיות שיהיה מחר או שעוד יומיים, אבל אם בא לך שאני אעלה תוכן של Overwatch או של דברים באקסבוקס, אין לי בעיה לעשות את זה. נראה לי שישראל הפסידה בראונד הזה.
Playing close enough with his team. We saw a few times Eco would chase after Cafe when Cafe was on Tracer, and you're like, maybe that's not the ideal positioning for, you know, maybe...
שנייה, אבל רק תגיד לי שלמטה בלייב שלי, שאם אין לך Overwatch, יכול להיות בלייב שלי רק בגלל שאתה נהנה, אני רק רוצה לדעת מה כן Overwatch. מה זאת אומרת כן Overwatch? אתה רוצה שאני אעשה דברים על Overwatch? אין לי בעיה. אפילו אם בא לך אני גם יכול לסיים את הסרטון היום ולהעלות אותו היום ליוטיוב. אין לי בעיה עם זה. אני עוד רגע בעיה, אין לי בעיה, אין שום בעיה. נגזמים.
I think we kind of saw both there. I think on Lijiang we really saw everyone try to put on a one-man show, and that was very obvious. That gave opportunities to pick them up. Like Lijiang went in there really aggressively more than once. And when they kind of started to play more around each other and with each other, where you really had that sense of someone is making the calls and someone is actually taking the steering wheel and tells them what to do, and I do believe that must have been Hog. From that onwards, I really felt like they played a lot better, a lot more coordinated.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see how they continue on in the World Cup here in the Overwatch World Cup. I would say it was a big talking point for us here. With Interahok being who he is, a leader, a coach, you know, it was pretty shocking to hear him say, oh yeah, everyone kind of just, you know, takes a turn. It makes
it's German efficiency.
Yeah, German efficiency.
If everyone just takes care of themselves, then everyone has someone who takes care of them, right?
אז אוקיי חברים, אני חושב שאני צריך ללכת עכשיו, כי גם לדעתי נגמר כבר הראונד הזה, ישראל הפסידה את זה. בוא נראה. כן, ישראל הפסידה, חבל מאוד, כי הייתה יכולה לעלות לשמינית גמר ואיכשהו לזכות באיזה תואר. זה חבל מאוד, אבל לא נורא, יש גם שנה הבאה אני מקווה שתנצח. כן, אז ירדן שרייבר, אז אם אתה רוצה את שנדבר ביחד, אז תרשום לי בסרטון האחרון שעליתי, נדבר ביחד. אוקיי? אני עכשיו אעשה סרטון של Overwatch,